He's What are you looking at? Oh, you motherfucker.
Never mind.
How much are the games?
If they have a tag on it, it's the price on the tag. Anything else in that box is like $1.
$1?
Yeah.
I gotta replace mine.
I know, but you got the other one. What else is over there? Damn it, dude.
Star Fox.
If there's a tag on it, I most likely tested it.
Oh, yeah.
See if it runs. Or your best offer.
Do I have? No, I don't.
You have that? That's the first
I don't
one.
have the first one.
There's a big dent in the back. Is that even?
That's cost. That's eBay cost.
Yeah.
This is eBay cost too.
Or best offer.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do 10 for the 3, would you?
For the 3?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Does it do? Yeah. Okay.
All right,
That works.
cool.
So these are 1, 2, 3. Sports games.
What the hell's this?
You tell me, bro. Looks like sports.
Destruction Derby.
Is this?
Same stuff as Dan.
Oh, it's Dane.
I gotta get $40 for that guy. Not a cheap guy.
I'll leave that right there.
Yeah, you know?
I don't know if I picked this one up or not.
Hello. Oh my god. About
What?
$15 on this. I wish you had played it. Huh?
Is that Dreamcast?
No.
15
I have one. How much for this beat up?
Pokemon.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want this beat. That's so good.
Man, this a Pokemon.
I know.
Dude,
It's a $20 game, but it's beat to hell.
give me $8 for it.
I don't know. I'll come back. Let's see if you still got it.
Alright. I don't know what's going on here. I'm lost today.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Huh? I'm lost.
Oh, watch it. Ooh. $15.
They're hard to get. Some of it weren't even played.
These are all movies.
What are for play PSP 2?
Yeah.
Stupid thing.
Yeah, the little movies. Yeah, this one does too. The corner.
They're good.
Oh, this
20
is.
for both?
Huh?
20 for both?
No, I can't. No, they're rare. You can't even get them anymore.
This is the Super Scope. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I got that. What's up with the Game Boy?
It works.
Yeah.
Battery's low, but it works.
Yeah, I got that one.
I gotta get $10 each.
Really wish this had the manual. much were these guys?
Huh?
How much were these guys?
This here,
Yeah.
one is sealed. I try to get 20 bucks for them if it's sealed. This here, Sonic, I gotta get at least 15 for that.
Okay. Alright. I think I'll take a chance on this one, even though there's no manual.
There's no manual on that one?
No. Said 15.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Everybody got $20 bill. What's going on here?
Oh, we're catching a little wind. Thank you.
That heavy? No. Oh man, I don't want to drop it.
How much do the, oh,
The empty cases?
that one was. Resident Evil 5. Avatar. How much are the games?
$3 each.
3 each. Yeah, I saw that too.
Would you like to sign up for a Prime?
29 games, lots of joysticks.
Prime only gives you like 30 music for listen to. It doesn't let you do anything. You have to pay an extra $10 a month for it.
I don't know anything. I know. I don't know anything about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday afternoon. So, as per somewhat usual this week, it's been kind of dead at the thrift stores. A whole lot of nothing. We went out, or I should say, I went out during the week pretty much every day after work. I think 1 or 2 days I couldn't because I had to go right to my other job. No big deal. So I stopped by Goodwill this week. They had a Xbox 360 original with 3 controllers, and it was the dirtiest system I've ever seen. It was sticky, it was gross. I didn't even bother doing anything with it to want it. Then there was a Wii system. The Wii system had no controllers with it, and they wanted like 20 bucks for it. Not gonna touch it. Savers has had nothing lately. They haven't even had really junk games. They've had a Madden in the case for the Nintendo 64 for like 2 weeks. So that's still there. If anybody's interested in North Attleboro, they have one for 10 bucks. Fast forward to Saturday. Grant was on vacation this week, so we went out Saturday Saturday morning for a while. I had to work Saturday night. There was kind of the threat of rain in the afternoon. Sprinkled kind of a little bit in the morning. Stopped at probably 7 or 8 yard sales that we saw, and I did hand out like 4 or 5 business cards. Obviously haven't heard anything back. Found pretty much nothing. We found a Xbox 360, we found a Wii. It seems to be the going theme. Games weren't even worth picking it up. People wanted like 40-50 bucks for the systems. Not worth it. Finally decided, you know what, let's just go to GameStop, try to salvage something from the afternoon, or from the morning, because I think at that point it was barely 10 o'clock and there was nothing else around. We looked around, found nothing. Just before we got to GameStop, the one that we were going to, which is one we've never been to before. Honestly, I don't know if we'll be there again because it's kind of out of the area. Driving by a yard sale, so we're like, nah, what the hell, we'll stop. So we stopped. Guy had tons of bins all over the place. Asked him about video games, and he's like, oh yeah, I just found some Super Nintendo games in here. He's like, but I'm keeping them. It's like, oh, alright. So that kind of stunk a little bit. Digging through the bins, because he said there was other games in there. We found some cases, and I found some wires. I got like a PS2 wire, Xbox wire. I got a couple Game Boy Advanced charger, and a, what is this? Game Boy Light, DS Lite charger, I think. So that was kind of cool. And I came across basically a couple games. So got that, as I'm showing you the wrong thing. Tekken 2 and Die Hard Trilogy. Sad part was they're all empty. Every single one. Came across a couple other games. Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection on the PSP. Empty. So, seemed to have been a theme. He had no idea. He said it was a storage unit that he had emptied out and hadn't really gone through anything, so it was kind of like first come, first serve. And I don't know if, I doubt they were stolen, so they were probably, you know, thrown in there from whoever owned it before, just kept their games elsewhere. So he sold me those cases and a couple manuals. I got Looney Tunes Space Race on the Dreamcast. I basically just made a pile because I don't have any of these. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. I don't even know what system this is for, to be honest with you. Probably, I would assume, for a PS1. But usually they have... I just had it in front of me too. Usually they have the PlayStation logo on it, so that might be for a Dreamcast then. I'm honestly not sure, to tell you the truth. Got a couple of Game Boy booklets. I got a Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness booklet and a booklet for Virtual Fighter 4. So, like I said, nothing super crazy or anything. Asked him what he wanted for the lot. He said, give me $2. Alright, I'm not going to complain because the wires and stuff are worth that alone to me to complete systems and have them aside for when I need them for systems, and the charges are great in that aspect too. Fast forward, finally made it to GameStop, and we were the first ones in for the day. Walked around a little bit, and I was mainly going for one game on the PS4 that I wanted that came out this week. And I'm standing there waiting for Grant. I have my game because Grant was talking to the guy, and well, we both kind of were. And there was this box sitting behind the counter on the floor. And I said, what are you doing with that box? And he's like, well, you can have it if you want it. So I took it. It's the Fallout 76 display box. And inside are a couple other Fallout 76 boxes. So he let me have that. That was awesome because he said he was just going to throw it away. The game's not even out yet, so I don't know why they were going to throw it away already. It was kind of a small store, so that could be why. Picked up 2 games. I picked up one game at that GameStop, and then we went over to the mall, and I happened to find this game for super cheap, so that was cool. This game is really fun, by the way. I picked up Dead Cells on the PS4. It's on the Xbox, and it's on the Switch, so I highly recommend picking up this game if you can. I guess the physical copies are kind of limited. The guy was telling me most GameStops got one of each system. Xbox, I don't think, has a physical release. I think it's only digital. And I think he said he wasn't sure if they were getting like replenished once they were gone. So I grabbed it because I'm a physical media guy, even though I know I could download it. I wanted it, so I'm glad I got it. And I've played it probably a total of like 2 hours so far. It's a really fun game. It's got like the 8-bit side-scrolling feel to it. It's a fun game. I don't really know how to explain it. I know they're saying it's kind of like a Castlevania meets Metroid, and I can say it is. The cool part is, as you go along, you are fighting all these different bad guys, and when you die, you go back to the beginning. But instead of just starting over, the level keeps changing as you go along. So when you die and you come back, the level changes. And then you die, you come back, the level changes. So it's always kind of a different level when you go to play it, and it seems like it gets a little bit harder as you go. I've made it through, I think, the farthest I've made it is to the 3rd level, I think. And it gets tough because you can only take so many hits. There's not much in the way of potions to bring you back. You can find food and stuff, but it can get tough at times. I do highly recommend getting it. So that was it for Saturday. Oh, no, wait, I lied, sorry. The other game I got Saturday at the other store, I got it for 15 bucks, and I've played it before. It's a fun game. Is Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Paid, what was that? Like 16 bucks for it, for the Complete Edition with my Elite card. So I was very glad to get that because I did like it a lot, and for the fact that I could get you know, the complete edition for 15 bucks. It was totally, well, 16 bucks. It was totally worth it to me. So that was the end of Saturday. Move forward to today, Sunday morning. Got up, went to the flea market. It was kind of, there was a decent amount of sellers there. It was kind of dead for competition, people that were there. There was people, there was competition. There's a couple guys I've met and talked to that are cool. They do the same thing me and Grant do. So walking around, and a buddy of mine, Dougie, comes up to me. He does a lot of vintage clothing and stuff, and he's like, hey, there's a guy over there with boxed games. So I'm like, alright. So I grab Grant, we go the other way. The guy had some boxed Super Nintendo stuff. Nothing super crazy. He was asking 15 bucks a piece. He wouldn't budge on the price as far as like bundling, because I would have gotten a couple of them. Grant would have gotten a couple of them. So the boxes were in a little worse for wear condition for the most part. But I grabbed this. It's missing the manual. The cart itself is really clean. I paid 15 bucks for it. He also had, that I just missed, he had a sealed Silent Hill 2 for the PlayStation 2. It was sealed. I saw it in the guy's hand. He paid like 5 or 10 bucks for it. I would have kept it in my collection because I collect Silent Hill stuff, so that would have been cool. It's like 100 bucks sealed. Well, anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks depending on condition and stuff. But anyway, nothing I can do about that now because it's gone. I got Fighter's History. I've seen this game a couple times. I'm pretty sure it's an uncommon Super Nintendo game. Not many of them are sold, and when they do, the carts only go for like 15 bucks. It's a fighter, but the box has some issues. You know, nothing super crazy. Still, Grant got Art of Fighting, I believe, complete in the box. The box was pretty nice, and there was also a copy of Yoshi's Safari, I believe was the other one, and that box was a little mangled. Oh, I'm sure you saw it in the video. So we went back afterwards to see if the stuff was still there, and apparently somebody had stole the Yoshi Safari from the guy, so that kind of sucked. I felt bad for him on that. A couple non-game pickups. I got these for $1 a piece, which was really cool. I love this TV series, and I'm pretty sure it's season 1 through 4. It just says volume 1 through 4. But Futurama. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I love that show. It's a great show. For $1 a piece, I'm not going to complain either. My buddy Justin had this case. He gave it to me for $1 because it's just the case. I have the game, so that was good. I thought it was the game at first. He's like, oh, I opened it up. Obviously, there was no game. So, but that's fine because now I complete my copy. It is Predator Concrete Jungle. It's got the manual in the case, so that completes my copy. Seems like really lately, if you haven't noticed the theme, I'm getting a lot of empty cases and booklets and stuff. The last 3 pickups for the day, because I found nothing at Raynham and nothing at the toy show we went to as far as video games go. These were actually the first couple things we came across. Walk up to a guy. He's got a bin full of games, and they were GameCube games. So the guy said most of them are $1 a piece unless they're marked. So I'm like, alright, so I grabbed 3 games. I grabbed Fireblade, just because, I mean, I don't see it much. I don't think it's really worth anything. It's probably like $5 at the most. Soul Calibur 2, which actually replaces my copy that I accidentally gave away. When I used it as a tester game in a system, and I forgot to take it out. Rookie mistake, I know. But I got that, and I got the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. I do not have this in the collection. I'm in no rush to sell this one. I might keep this one, I might not, because I don't really collect GameCube stuff, but there's nothing wrong with having a nice Zelda game in your collection, even though I know this isn't one of the more favored Zelda games. But that was it. We came across a couple other things, just stuff we didn't want or stuff that was too high priced. A guy had a NES box with all the inserts for $40. I've got an NES box, so I didn't need it, so I just left it there. $40 was not a terrible deal if you're looking for something with all the inserts and everything, because it did have the inserts. What else did we pass up? We passed up a Game Boy for $20. I'm not even sure if it worked. I don't know if Grant tested it. I didn't even want it for $20 because I don't need it. But yeah, so that was it. Nothing super crazy this week. My favorite pickup, honestly, would probably be the Dead Cells game because it's so much fun so far that I've played it. We did go to Best Buy yesterday, and I found a collector's edition of Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus on the PS4 for $30, and I talked Grant into buying it. I have one, so I didn't need it, and it's a great collector's edition. It was definitely worth the $30 he paid for it. It was really cool to find. And he likes it, so it wasn't a big deal. It just didn't really twist his arm that much. But anyway, so that's it, guys. Nothing super crazy this week, like I said. I might have a little bit more time this week. I don't have a concert till Saturday, so I'm going to try. I know I've said this every week. I'm going to try to get some more content put together. I'm going to try to respond to those guys that have been looking for me to get them trades, because I do have a ton of stuff to trade. I can actually get pictures and stuff out this week. My time for the concert is starting to come to an end, so things are going to start hopefully giving me more time at night. But we will see, because I do have a winter softball league that I play, but it doesn't start till September, mid-September. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm starting to ramble, so. But that's it, guys. If you see anything you like, let me know. As far as contest winners go, I'm going to put it here. So congratulations to the contest winner. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, whatever is easier. Usually, I think everybody's been hitting me up on Instagram lately, which is just fine. It pops up on my phone, so I can get back to you that way. Check out my other videos, and I'm going to try to have a banter video out this week. I did a little piece of it today, so if I put it all together, I think it's going to be too long, so I might break it up into 3 different videos and just put them out and have them like in. I don't really want them to go more than like 10 minutes-ish. So the one I did today might be a loner video. So keep an eye out for that. And anything else you guys want or need or whatever, let me know. I've got a ton of inventory I got to get rid of as far as toys and games. It's building up and I need to get rid of it. So, if you see anything you like, let me know. If you're looking for anything, let me know. I can keep an eye out for it. And as always, please like, subscribe, comment, share the videos. I really appreciate you guys checking it out, and I will see you soon. Peace out.